Today I'm going to show you how to make all these different molding profiles with just 5 router bits you already have. And at the same time, I'll teach you how to get way more out of your bits than you ever thought possible. This is a big deal because many of us look at the few router bits we own and wish we had more profiles. But the fact is, you can make almost any profile you want, from a simple OG to a complex crown molding, with just a few common bits. This is because all molding profiles are simply a combination of 3 basic shapes: coves, beads, and flats or fillets. All those fancy moldings you see on antique furniture were originally cut one cove, bead, or fillet at a time using what were called cove, round, and rabbiting planes. If you had enough of these planes, you could make any molding you could draw. But today's woodworkers don't use these planes. Instead, they use the modern-day equivalent, router bits that cut similar shapes. So in place of the cove plane, we have core box bits. Round planes have been replaced with round over bits to cut the beads, and we use straight bits to cut the fillets. With just a few of these 3-bit types, you can cut almost any molding profile you can imagine. Let's start with some simple profiles. Most OG and other semi-complex profile bits that you may find in bit sets are designed to be used on a 3/4 inch edge. That makes sense because most hobbyist woodworkers buy their materials in standard 3/4 inch thicknesses. But not every edge on every piece of furniture that you'll make will be 3/4 of an inch, and not every molding looks good in that size. One of these days, you're going to wish you had a larger version of a bit you have in your set, like a simple OG. You could go out and spend about $100 on a giant OG bit, or you can just cut that large OG with bits you may already own. An OG is simply a bead, which is cut with a round over bit, next to a cove, which is cut with a core box bit. If you leave a little flat spot between the cove and the bead, you have what's called a classical OG. If you leave a flat at the top and the bottom, you have an OG double fillet. Most large router bit sets contain those 3 profiles, but only for 3/4 inch stock. But if you have a few core box and round over bits, you can make those profiles in any size that you like. Besides changing the scale of a profile, you can also modify its form to create a custom look. Take the classical OG, for example. These bits typically cut a 5/16 inch cove and a 5/16 round separated by a 1/16 fillet. What if you reduce the cove to 3/16 and enlarge the round to a 1/2 inch? That would dramatically change the profile. You could do the opposite as well, placing a smaller cove above a larger round. Another option would be to keep both the cove and the round the same size, but elongate the cove by feeding the workpiece over a table-mounted 5/8 inch core box bit, incrementally raising the bit through 2 or 3 extra passes. These small changes can significantly modify a profile, and don't forget, you can scale these new profiles to larger sizes as well. Once you start creating your own versions of common profiles, you're going to want to take it a step further and begin designing your own unique profiles. To illustrate this point, I selected 3 round over bits and 2 core box bits. Within a relatively short period of time, I was able to produce 25 different edge profiles. I'm certain that I could have done many more, especially if I hadn't limited myself to just 3/4 inch thick material. And if I'd used all the bits in my collection, the possibilities would have been nearly endless. My point is, with just a handful of core box, round over, and straight bits, you can dramatically change the way your edges in your moldings will look. And as your collection of those bits grow, so will your ability to cut even the most complex crown moldings. That's where these bits really pay off. In fact, I made a couple other videos about that, which I'll link to below this one. Check them out.